body.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. And also, obviously, because it's only 2 hours flight. I don't like flying, so it's perfect for me.
Well, that was the view of the Benidorm Brits. But the fact is, as you might have seen in the news today, last month was officially the hottest ever recorded. So I suppose the question is, was that a one-off? Or is the changing climate going to mean events like the wildfires we're seeing in Portugal right now, are we going to see more of those, and will they have more of an impact on where and when we go on holiday? Earlier on today, I spoke to the environmental experts Zaelke Coppola and Durwood Zaelke, who both know their stuff when it comes to this subject. And I started by asking Zaelke whether the recent heat waves around the world might make us think and take action on climate change.
So we are really breaking more and more every record every year, and July was really the hottest so far observed. And this is not surprising because compared to the last IPCC report, there was an upgrade, and in the last decade, including the 2022, the warming is rising at an unprecedented speed, that is 0.2 degrees per decade. So this is something that we know. I mean, if we don't do anything, the global warming keeps rising, and then events like that keep happening like this.
And Durwood, how certain can we be that what we are seeing around the world at the moment is the result of climate change?
Well, we have pretty strong evidence from the paleoclimate records, from our supercomputer models, and even more importantly, from today's observations. We can see it. Walk outside. It is too hot. The pollution that we put into the atmosphere from carbon dioxide, methane, and the other climate pollutants has formed a blanket around the Earth. We measure the thickness of that blanket, and we know as it gets thicker, it traps more and more heat. And that heat comes back in very troubling ways with extreme weather events that we'll see more and more of, and we'll see them growing in intensity as well.
It's interesting you say that, because I was going to ask you about what the future might look like, and essentially you're saying that the floods and the fires, we'll see more of those in the coming years.
We will indeed, and right now it's important to note that we're seeing basically linear impacts where the world gets a little warmer, our impacts get a little worse, but we're also approaching the period where self-perpetuating feedback mechanisms will push us past nonlinear or very abrupt tipping point. We're risking losing control of the climate system and eventually losing control of civilization.
It sounds really dramatic, doesn't it, Zaelke, the picture that Durwood is painting. Do you think that is enough to shake us out of our bad habits?
Yes, it should be, especially after this very peculiar summer in which this extremely extended heat wave that was hitting the US, Europe and China, it was already attributed to climate change. You know, today we can do very rapid attribution study and quantify how much was the effect of the global warming on what we see. And more we are seeing that events like that are attributable to climate change.
Durwood, we've spoken to a lot of people here in Benidorm, and many of them have told us that they are here on holiday for the heat. Do you think that going forward we're going to have to rethink when and where we go on holiday?
Well, you won't have to go far if you want heat. You'll be able to stay home and cook. Yes, I think tourists are going to start calculating, you know, are there hotels air conditioned? Will I be able to find relief within an urban area? I think we'll be picking our destinations more carefully. And those who want heat, I mean, they'll find it in many, many places. But it's going to be too hot to be comfortable.
It's really good to talk to both of you. Thank you so much. Zaelke Coppola and Durwood Zaelke, appreciate your time, and thank you for giving us a global perspective on a global problem.
Thank you.
So that is the expert view for